The week also saw several labor activities as the National Union of Electricity Workers staged a protest at the headquarters of the Bureau for Public Enterprises to demand the payment of the severance package of their outstanding members.
We have given the BPE a lot of time since 2013 to resolve all outstanding issues, and the leadership of the unions have always agreed to any arrangement on ground to see that these issues are resolved and our people stop suffering. But as it stands up to this morning when we came here, it was like we were not hearing any response from the last promises they have made. So today, our coming here is to tell them to give us our alerts, especially our comrades who since 2013 have not seen a dime of their severance.
However exalted you are as an individual, when you work either in the public or private sector, one day you will be a retiree. Yes, including my humble self.
True or false?
True. Therefore, on behalf of the Director General of the BPE, who was personally on the ground here, by next week Friday, we will communicate clearly our position on this particular matter, which will give a roadmap, which will give a roadmap in terms of how all outstandings will be resolved by the grace of God. Amen.
More trouble looms in Nigeria's healthcare sector as the joint health sector unions issued a 7-day ultimatum to the federal government to address their demands or down tools. The health workers are demanding for the payment of promotion arrears to their members, abolition of scale-to-scale promotion, and the implementation of all court judgments giving in their favor. It was not all gloom in the labor sector for the federal government, as an agreement was reached with the Joint Action Committee of the non-teaching staff of Nigerian universities. It would be recalled that the unions embarked on strike over non-implementation of the 2009 agreement. President Muhammadu Buhari has ordered a probe into revenue diversion in the Joint Admission and Matriculation Board and the Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency. The decision was reached after a massive disparity in the remittance of internally generated revenue agencies, especially JAMB and NIMASA, was uncovered.
So far they have done 5 billion, and the Minister of Education reported that they have an additional 3 billion that they're ready to remit, which will take this year's figure alone to 8 billion. Now, they have not increased their charges, they have not increased their fees. So the question that FEC and council members were asking is, where was all this money before? So the directive was given that we must call those who were the heads of those agencies and similar ones to account. And that's the direction that we've been given, and that's what we intend to do.
Minister of Women Affairs, Mrs. Aisha Al-Hassan, received a warm reception at this week's Federal Executive Council meeting. President Muhammadu Buhari presided over the meeting. Mrs. Al-Hassan was caught on tape appearing to be campaigning for former Vice President Atiku Abubakar for president in 2019.
Welcome back. From Durumi to Lokogoma, flood is taking a toll on the lives of residents of these communities. The residents are asking the Federal Capital Territory authorities to come to their rescue. Take a listen to this.
This is Lokogoma district under the Abuja Metropolitan Area Council. Residents are having a difficult time commuting this road. Last month, 3 people lost their lives in the flood disaster. The area is in a bad shape as residents recount their experiences.
When the water came, it covers everything. But all this grass that you're seeing is cover anything. So is there any way that the government can do it? It's not that individual can live, but the essence of what they will do. They started looking themselves as this one would not trust him. So government should come into it so that they will know that. Because even when there is election, they told us good road, good health, and good security. So in the process of this, I didn't see any security, and I don't see any good road.
If rain fell, you cannot pass here. We are part of it. We are all Nigerians. Yes, I want government to come and do something at least, so that another life will not pass away.
I can't believe this place is in Abuja. Sometimes when I look at it, I get angry. I get angry. You see? If you look at this dungeon they call Abuja, because if you just, in 2 minutes you are on the highway there. In the next 2 minutes you are in a forest. And a lot of houses are springing up. People are charging 1.5 million for 3-bedroom, charging 750,000 for 2-bedroom. Around there still there's no road, no water, nothing.
The district is housing over 30 housing estates with over 400,000 subscribers. Residents of the district took their grievances to the Federal Capital Territory Administration.
We don't have road. The bridge where we need culverts and bridges, the government has not come to do that. And that is why we have lost these 3 gentle people. And it's not good. So in other places where you have, if you have places like Katakpe and other places where people are not actually living, they have all the infrastructures needed. Why not put the same thing for where you have over 400,000 people living? You gave that place for private developers. The developers have done their own. They have done their own. They have built the houses within the estate. You have good roads. You have light. You have water. But the road leading you to your place is nothing to write home about.
We've discussed with their leaders, and as we are leaving this place, the engineers will follow you people to that place and make sure that the flood will not repeat itself. We've agreed also to have a reasonable solution to what is the infrastructure problem in Lokogoma.
Already, work is ongoing to make the road accessible for the residents of the district.